To introduce yourself.
Well, hello, my name's Isaac Montague, and it's nice to meet you.
Okay. So the first question is, do you find the current university fees to be unreasonable?
Absolutely, and the reason why I believe this is because we're all teenagers, and although we may have a job, we may not have enough to suffice to actually add up to go to university. I mean, all of our parents ain't rich billionaires, so how are we going to afford it?
True. What is your opinion on university fees?
On my opinion, my opinion on that matter is that I believe that they should go down because they're at a current standpoint where it's like you're literally putting yourself in debt for the future, and education and knowledge is key. So why are you taxing us and us, me and the students, having to pay money to go to learn, to get knowledge, to get a job, and the job isn't really going to be giving us enough to suffice of what the money that let me just start that again.
Alright.
Basically, the money that we get from the job is not going to be enough to cover the fees that the university are giving us for the knowledge in hand. So in my opinion, I believe they should be lowered.
Alright. So on to the third question. What do you think is a reasonable price for university fees?
A reasonable price would be, I would say, around something that doesn't take your whole entire life to pay off. So maybe something around 2,000 to 3,000.
Oh, okay. So say you are attending uni, what would be your method of paying it off?
Paying off would be to get a job, obviously, and see if I can work with the government in some way to make an arrangement so we can find common ground, so I can pay off the money, and while I'm doing that, it's not hindering my life. I'm not giving every single penny I own just to pay off the bill that I needed to get the information so I could get a job, and that'll be it.
Alright, so thank you for your time today.
It's been an honor.
Welcome to my documentary about university fees. We're going to be asking the following student 4 questions on their opinions about university fees. Would you firstly like to introduce yourself?
My name's Alex. I go to Colston College and I study double media and hospitality.
Alright, so first question is, what is your opinion on university fees?
It's intense. They keep on making so many changes, like it costs a lot now and it doesn't make sense when you come out of uni. You are in so much debt, like 28,000. It's a lot of money to be paying back, and I don't know if it's entirely a good investment. Also, they stopped the maintenance grant, so that's pretty shitty. That's pretty crap. Yeah, so it's a maintenance loan now, so you have to pay back that as well if you are entitled to it.
Alright, so second question is, what do you think is a reasonable price for university fees?
I think there should be a variable university fee because I don't know, it depends on the area as well that you go to university in, because some areas are cheaper than others for for example, accommodation, just general living costs and stuff like that, materials, but then some universities provide it in libraries so you don't have to pay that extra cost. Also, depending on the course that you take, some courses cost more than others because obviously some courses are more demanding for the material that you need. Like if you were studying medical science, it's a lot more intense and it's a lot more full on with the book side and resources and the research, I guess. Yeah.
Alright, so would you find the university fees currently to be discouraging for students that are going to uni?
I don't know. It depends on the person. Some people think really far ahead into the future, whereas some people only think about the immediate effects of things. So it can, but it's, like I said before, it's an investment to your future. So that degree will take you so far and open so many doors that you wouldn't be able to even look at if you didn't have that degree. but depending on what kind of sector of work you're wanting to go into.
So, what would be your initial plan to pay off your uni debt after uni?
Well, I'm hoping that I'm successful, to be honest, so I can pay it off.
True. Alright. So, thank you for your time, Alex. And yeah. Hello and welcome to my documentary about university fees. We're going to be asking the following student 4 questions about their opinions on university fees. Would you firstly like to introduce yourself?
Hello, good afternoon, morning or evening. My name is Kwesi Otri. I'm currently studying sport and IT in Coulson College.
Alright, so first question is, what is your opinion on university fees?
On university fees, I mean, for other people, it's really difficult at our age because after that, depending on how many years you go, like, I'm going for 3 years, so it's going to be 27k. So that's how much I'm going to be in debt by. For other people, it could be 36 or whatever. So it's really difficult, like for certain people, like depending on how wealthy your family is or how much you work. Like it's very hard to do. Like the amount of money is very high and difficult for people to pay for our age.
Alright, so the second question is, what do you think is a reasonable price for tuition fees?
I'd like to, obviously, because they're asked for that amount, because for a certain amount, because of the prices of the house, like the flats, the dorms you live in, probably for like the textbooks, computers, So I'm guessing I'd say like overall, I feel like it should be 5k, because I feel like that's what's needed. Like that's probably a reasonable amount. Not a year either. I'm just saying overall. I feel like that's a reasonable amount, and like it's not funded by the government. I think so. Yeah, exactly. So, like, why would we need to pay that much if it's funded by the government? I don't understand.
Alright, so third question is, do you find the university tuition fees to be discouraging for students that are looking to go to university?
Yeah, personally for me, I can only speak from like my point of view, but for me, when I did apply for uni, I applied, and then when I applied, people started to tell me the price of this, price of that, and like it's already a struggle for people our age these days as well. And to go uni and to even be in debt, like it's just real hard. So when I saw that, it was very discouraging. But I just thought, hopefully I'll get a good job. I'll get the job I want at the end of the day. So hopefully I'll be able to pay it off quickly. But like recently, like I've seen lots of people who I know personally who have actually finished uni and they're struggling. Like they're really struggling to get a job, and they're just in pure debt. So yeah, it is very discouraging, but you have to do what you have to do sometimes to take a risk.
So last question is, what is your initial method to pay off your university fee after you finish uni?
I mean, as I said, like if I get the job I'm looking for, hopefully that would pay it off quicker. But I mean, like while I'm going uni, obviously I'll look for like a part-time job to do as I'm going uni, and I'll be saving up, and also maybe I can get some money from my parents, because like at the moment in time, my parents are actually saving up for me for uni as well, so it would be much easier for me to pay everything off, but also I'll have to help myself, so I'll get a part-time job so that I can be able to pay it off.
Alright. Thank you for your time, Kwesi.